It's 7:28 a.m. and I am sitting in my car in front of my office. I'm a real estate broker. I've been doing this for 17 years and I think I'm just about done. I don't love it anymore. I'm not passionate about it anymore. The work seems more tedious and just harder than ever. I'm good at what I do. I've been in the top, at minimum 10% of real estate agents in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for, at least 15 years solid every single year. I've got business. I have clients right now that want my help. I just don't really want to do it anymore. So my wife and I have decided that what I'm going to do next in my career is become a professional pilot. We just decided this. I've been wanting to be a pilot for a long time. Ever since I was a little kid, I have loved flying. I've loved planes. Every time a plane flies over, I always look at it. When I'm at the airport, I'm always watching the planes land, watching the planes. Every time I'm around a plane, I'm like a little kid. I want to know how it works. I think it's cool. I think, I always look in the cockpit whenever we're getting on a plane. And for the last several years, anytime I would think about, well, if I don't love my career anymore as a real estate broker, what would I do next? Because even though I've set myself up well, I'm in my early to mid 40s now, I've set myself up well financially, I'm not really to a position where I can just not work. So I've got to work to keep up my lifestyle and pay my bills and support my family. But every time I think about, well, what would I do next if I were not going to earn a good living as a real estate agent, then what would I want to do next? And that would be a pilot. Every time I think about it, every time someone asks, every time I think about it, it's become a pilot. And a few times over the last couple of years, I've thought, all right, well, screw it. I'm just going to quit. I'm going to get my pilot's license and I'm just going to become a pilot. And now I had breakfast with a friend the other day who works for the American Airlines credit union. And I was telling him how I felt about, what's going on with my real estate career. And he asked me the question, well, if you're not going to do that, what are you going to do next? And I just said, I don't know, be a pilot, I guess. And he goes, man, you know what? That's a really good idea. I actually know several men who in their 40s and 50s decided to leave the career that they had to become a professional pilot. And so he connected me with a man that works at American Airlines who used to be a music minister for a church. And that guy switched careers in his mid to late 40s and is now the captain of an American Airlines Airbus something 200 pounds. Look, I'm fresh, new to this. I don't know what all the different planes are. I don't know hardly anything except they go up, they fly, they land, and that's pretty much it. But I love flying. You know what a powered parachute is? I used to have one of those. In fact, I've got video on like my old YouTube channel of me flying around in my powered parachute. You did not have to have a license for that. I know how to fly a powered parachute. You take off, could land, fly around. It's super easy. You have a throttle and you steer left, right, flare. That's it. That's all you got. So flying a fixed wing plane, I know, is going to be a ton different than flying a powered parachute. But I'm really excited. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm interviewing flight schools. I'm doing a bunch of research, watching a bunch of YouTube, studying online, calling around asking people that I know that are pilots how they did it, what do they recommend, what's the best path to get the license and start earning money as a pilot. So this morning, I am going to go take my medical exams and make sure that those turn out right so that I can actually get a job as a pilot. And I've got some work to do today in my real estate business. And then for the rest of the day after that, I'm going to be calling around, interviewing schools, and maybe trying to visit a few if I can today, or at least set up some visits throughout the week, and also try to get in touch with some flight instructors and see what is going to be the best route for me to get this done as quickly as possible. The coolest thing about where I am in my life right now is, number one, my wife is supportive of me doing this. Number two, I think I'm finally ready. I think I'm finally ready to just kind of give up the career that I've had, or at least stop trying so hard to grow it anymore. And number three, financially, I'm actually in a position where I can go towards this full time and go ahead and just pay for it and get it done so I can start earning money as a pilot as fast as humanly possible. So I'm going to document this. It's my plan anyway. I'm going to document this whole process so that you can see how I did it. And hopefully this is going to inspire some other people, because from what I'm understanding right now, the window is still open. There is still a pilot shortage right now. Even though there's a lot of more people coming into the industry, there's also a lot more people that are exiting right now. So from the people that I've talked to that are in the know, the window's still open for professional pilots. So I'm going to document my whole process. This is 2025, summer of 2025, Scott Neal, going to become a professional pilot. The price that they quoted me for that school yesterday was $108,000, and that's assuming you don't need any extra time. You know, that is just not really in the ballpark of where I was thinking. I don't know. I might be starting by Monday or earlier. We'll see. I'll let you know.